welcome to the Migrant Tribe. Stories from our journey down under. And now we're in episode 18. And together with me from the tribe is John. How are you doing, John? What are the highlights in the last week for you?
I'm fine. The highlight is I was able to rest, become energetic again,
Good.
as we added with our age, our
Yes.
energy becomes lesser. So we
Yes.
need to
Yes.
look after ourselves, and then yeah, we can enjoy other things in life.
Good. Good.
Yeah,
For me, it was just simple. Spending time with the family, um, continuously working. That was great. I enjoy working in my new job at the moment, and
good.
yeah, and look forward to the next couple of weeks. Okay, so so in today's episode, it's a bit intriguing. We have a topic that's a bit intriguing, and it goes like this: What are your non-negotiables? Okay,
That's
so
going to start you or me.
wait. People might wondering what are non-negotiables. John, you might be wondering what are non-negotiables. So ask me the question. What are non-negotiables?
What are non-negotiables in life?
Well,
Because I have an
that
idea, but I'll
that
ask you first.
that's a good question, John. Thank you for asking that question. Non-negotiables. Okay, so basically, non-negotiables are kind of like they're the conditions or situations that are considered a must for you. They're kind of sacred that they should always be present. You know, and how does knowing your non-negotiable be beneficial for you? Knowing your non-negotiables can help you uh, to succeed. It can
Yeah.
help you to be happier. Okay. For example, okay, one of the examples of non-negotiables are, for example, let's say for some people, Sundays. Sundays are very sacred. I shouldn't be working on Sundays. I should spend time with the family. So if you know that that's your non-negotiable, then you probably won't get a job in retail or probably won't work as a healthcare worker in a
Yeah.
hospital because as we all know, those type of jobs they would require you to take shifts on Sundays. Okay,
Yep.
so that's just one example. Another example is some people would at least have at least 8 hours of sleep. So for
Yep.
them, that's law for them. So if they do sleep late, they probably would wake up late as well. So to start us off, it's just me and John today. John, would you like to start off naming some of what you would consider as your non-negotiables?
So, non-negotiable sometimes are things that are intangibles in life, but they are very essential. You cannot live without.
Yep.
With me, as you can see, my hair is already white, then
Okay.
including with
We
the
didn't
overdose.
notice.
So there are things that we consider essentials and at the
Mhm.
same time non-negotiables as well.
Okay.
With me as before, if you were able to see my Facebook account, one is the personal one, the other one is the author account.
Mm-hmm.
Every now and then, I posted today's success mindset quotations that I
Yep.
usually um, think and
Yes, I know that. Yep. I'm well aware of
write
that. Yep.
and share it with you.
Yep.
So then out of that, I have a health, wealth, and happiness sort of themes that incorporated with today's success mindset quotes.
Yep.
And for the health aspect, as you know, and with the rest of the tribes as well, we know that all of us have our own daily rituals.
Of course.
So
Habits. Yep.
yeah, we start the day with our daily rituals.
Mm-hmm.
So with me, yeah, I have certain things actionables and as part of my daily rituals. So
Yep.
I have my health, wealth, and happiness aspects of it. So um, 7 things to do in a day, uh, one or two for a health aspect, uh, one or two for the wealth aspects and three for the happiness aspects. And usually, with the happiness aspect, I usually put there to give time for my family because
Yes,
all of us, despite all the fames, despite all the success,
of course.
despite all what we gain in life, we ended up,
Material
yeah,
things that you accumulate are
yep,
nothing
yep,
without family.
and we should every night we should end up in a home that we consider as integral part of ourselves.
Of
So
course. Yep.
yeah, so maybe like you, we value family as very important and the thing we cannot without, we cannot do without. And with the well aspect, we always, of course, we start from the ritual side, and then in the work aspect, we do the productivity side of our time.
Yep.
So it may not be 8 hours a day. If we work, we should deliver the 8 hours a day, or if we are in business, we could deliver less time or more time, depending on the demand of the business and
Yep.
depending on the outcome of our productivity we would like to be or to have. So it mattered to me because once we set our daily productivity, we need really to make it happen because as we know, the compounding effect of our everyday activity is good than we do things in one lump sum. So
Exactly.
that is the art of the trade that I'm still a student of, but I'm learning and I'm trying to do it that way. So
1%. Daily 1%.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So that is how to build your wealth.
Yep.
But be authentic as well as I've been telling. You only do things that you know that you are capable of,
Yep.
and you know that's possible for you, even though it's impossible for others. But as long as you know that it's possible for you, others beliefs, conceptions, and ideas about what you can do is immaterial. So this is the mindset that I've been putting in my mind.
Good.
And on the happiness side, so of course we work for others, we work for other reasons, either for economic or for material purposes. But at the end of the day, we should leave something for ourselves, and that something is time for ourselves or time for ourselves to ourselves because um, despite all the chaos, despite all the sounds, despite all the noise, we need to be at peace with ourselves, or we need to be at peace with our own self,
Yep.
so that once the day ends, or it's time to make the night finished by itself, you can say that you've done one day's work of your life. So this is one of the things that is non-negotiable for me is to
Good.
have time for myself, either to drink coffee by myself, listening to an audiobook by myself, doing some gardening by myself, tinkering my mind by myself. So
Contemplating.
yeah, meaning to say is if you give time for yourself, you can become a better person. Because
Yes.
if you always give time for others all the time, you might end up grumpy. You might end up not happy with what is happening because you think that you've been doing a lot of things, but you ended up not doing anything for yourself. Um, when I was in the university or during my college days, I
Yep.
came across this book, The Virtue of Selfishness. So
Okay.
the very title of the book by itself, by Ayn Rand, he was a Russian writer.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he was anti-establishment, and before I thought, why is it that the book was being uh, titled that way, The Virtue of Selfishness? So you may think, what is virtue and selfishness? But
Yep.
it's all about him fighting against the institution. It's all about him maintaining his dignity as a human person,
Yep.
and it is about him trying to show that this is what humanity is all about. It starts from respect for one person's rights,
Yep.
and then you should do as much as you can in order to be identified as a person, as a human being, and not just a part of an institution that make things happen the way the institution is being designed or structured. So yeah, I enjoyed reading that book, but as I grow older, the message keeps coming back to me, but now with a better meaning. The virtue of selfishness is not only about yourself; it's about making yourself for others. You can
Exactly.
only you can
Exactly.
only um, serve yourself, or you can only serve others better
Yep.
if you serve yourself and you have enough.
Yep.
So one thing in contention is if you are able to settle the affairs of your house or the affairs of your home,
Yep.
then you have more time, giving time for others, and that is an authentic time, more productive time that you can give it to others. Or if you have
Correct.
more,
Correct.
if the home front is settled financially,
Yep.
then that is the time for you to buy back time and
Yep.
then be productive outside of your home. So you need not to do things outside of the home because you would like to compensate what is lacking inside you. So we need to everything starts from the home. Without the home front being in order,
Yep.
then what you do outside is something that is superficial, something that
Will
is
not last.
that mass.
Will probably give you short joy, but eventually, the true nature will come out.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, John.
So
Thank you for sharing that.
I do not know if I can relate that much, but that is how I think about it and
Yeah.
experience wise that's how things go for me.
Yeah. It kind of along the lines that um when you try to look for happiness, it starts with you.
Mm,
There's this notion that we can find happiness, or like, oh, if I was this with this person, I'd probably
yes,
be the happiest person in the world. No, that's pretty much a misguided
mm,
idea.
yes,
Happiness starts with you,
yes,
and because you have so much happiness, you just want to share it with other people.
yes. And
Kinda,
you notice
kinda works that
and
way.
you notice as well, the
Mhm.
more you have, generally, psychologically, the more you have, the more you want more. So that is a human disease that
This,
we need to find answers.
yep. Okay. Thank you. That's a thank you for your sharing, John. Much appreciated. Okay. Um.
Yourself.
Okay. So
So how
for
about you?
my turn. Okay, it's my turn
Yeah,
for what are my non-negotiables. So I was able to think of three that um I hope people can learn from me. Number one, exercise. So for me, that's kind of like I've been doing that for the longest time. Daily exercise, 20 to 30 minutes. And mind you, I'm not a competitive athlete. I don't join any
yeah,
tournaments or whatever. But for me, it's all about just being active and staying fit. Okay, so for me, that's kind of a non-negotiable in one of my everyday activities. Okay, number two, the importance to me of faith. So for
mm-hmm.
me, attending mass with the family, that's
Yeah,
one of my biggest non-negotiables. You just have to do it together with your family. Now, today's situation, we're not allowed to do that because no public gathering in churches. But even if we have to do it online, I still make it a point that we do it with the family.
yeah,
Okay. So number three is I started this probably around 6 months ago. I started
yeah,
fasting, intermittent fasting. I've heard it from some people. At first, I thought it was something that might not work with me. But it worked out well. I mean, I was able to. So basically, how it works, kind of like you'll be eating your meals within a, let's say, 9 hour time period, and
Yeah.
you won't be eating anything outside of that. um, Kind of worked out well for me because I had this habit to munch during late nights or something.
Yeah.
So, and then when I started doing this, I realized that I could do without that. I wasn't munching because I was hungry or anything. It was just a habit. I just had to put something in my mouth or something like that. Okay, so, um, so so far so good. Okay, so it's now become part of one of the many habits that I picked up. So yeah, so that's good. So I hope everyone out there was able to learn a bit or two from the two of us.
Yeah.
John, would like to close this episode, and just invite people to come back to our next episode. Okay.
Yeah. So thank you very much for watching us, and hoping that as we go with the Migrant Tribe videos a long time with you, you will learn something, and you will keep on coming back and watching us. And on our part, although
Well,
it started with the pandemic, but we are committed to see it through even after pandemic. And hoping that we added to your life today as what we are always striving for. As
that's it.
always,
Thank you.
nice
Thank
evening.
you. Bye.
Bye.